Good morning, Dr. Ole Olson here, Optimal Health Chiropractic. Hey, just wanted to share some information. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this thing called the coronavirus. Insert eye roll there. But it's creating a lot of fear among people, and I just want to go through and kind of share just a few thoughts that I've had. I talk about this in the office a lot throughout the winter, but we don't really have a flu season. What we have is a time of immunocompromised individuals. So what we need to do whenever we come across any of these viral things that are going around is we need to be focused on building our immune system the best that we can. So what I've come up with is what I call the 4 S's of sickness. The first one is stress. So think about the winter months. We've got holiday seasons, we've got traveling, extended family. So we've got lots of stress on our plate. When you have stress, increased stress, it actually shuts down our immune system. So we need to really focus hard on reducing our stress, which during this time can be very challenging. So continuing to exercise is a key to stress reduction. A Journal of Sports Medicine in the British Journal of Sports Medicine actually did a study, found that exercising for 30 minutes a day was more powerful than two antidepressants combined. So continue to exercise, and that doesn't have to be all at once. You can do throughout the day, however you see fit, but make sure you continue to exercise in some form or another. Another key to reducing stress is making sure you're getting enough sleep. This is something a majority of Americans really do not take care of their bodies in terms of getting adequate sleep. So this is something you want to shoot for between 7 and 9 hours a night. Maybe reading at the end of the day, maybe like a nonfiction book, as a fiction book may get you caught up in the moment and you really get excited about it. So read something nonfiction that will just make your brain kind of wind down a little bit and calm you down for the night to get a good night's rest. So shooting for 7 to 9 hours of sleep is key for that as well. The second S is sugar. Think about during the winter months with the holidays and everything, we're consuming way more sugar than we typically do throughout the rest of the year. Sugar actually shuts down our immune system as well. So during this time, make sure you're cutting back on your sugar intake. Even limiting things like fruits, which can be high in sugar as well, can be beneficial. So start to cut away from higher grains, lots of the sweets and junk like that. Try to eat more healthy fats, moderate amounts of protein, and then lots of fresh vegetables. This is key to keeping the immune system strong as well. The third one is sunlight. Now, think about the winter months. We don't get exposed to sunlight here in the Midwest. So the sunlight that we do get, it's very minimal, maybe a little bit on the face here or there, but we're not getting that full sunlight exposure, so we're not getting the vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of my powerhouse supplements that I think for a good immune system. Normally, most people need about 5,000 IUs a day. Dr. Mercola did a study showing that 35, if you take your body weight and multiply that by 35, that'll give you the number of IUs you need per day just to maintain your vitamin D levels. So if you are deficient, like the majority of Americans are, especially in the northern part of the United States, you should be taking double, even triple that. You definitely want to get your vitamin D levels checked about once a year just to make sure you're in the safe range still, but I take a lot of it and I've never been outside the normal range. So I've been taking between 10 and 30,000 IUs a day since December, and my immune system's been stronger than it's ever been. The last one is subluxation, which is basically a misalignment of our spine. Our spine houses our nervous system, right? The spinal cord coming out of the brain to control the body. The spinal cord, or the brain and nervous system, controls the immune system. So if you have a good, highly functioning nervous system, your immune system is stronger. If you don't, your immune system is weaker. And we can actually look at some of the research on this. I pulled up some stuff from the 1918 flu pandemic that swept the United States. It's very interesting to look at. So during this time in 1918, in Davenport, Iowa, 50 medical doctors treated about 5,000 cases with 274 deaths. In the same time, 150 chiropractors treated 1,635 cases with just 1 death. In the state of Iowa, there were 6,100 deaths treated by medical doctors, so 1 in every 15 people died. The same time, there were only 6 cases, or 1 out of every 789 people that were visiting a chiropractor. So chiropractic has huge benefits on your immune system. And this was nationwide. Let's see here. Influenza under medical methods, 10,000 cases, 950 deaths. 10,000 cases through drugless methods, most likely chiropractic, was only 25 deaths. Pneumonia, 10,000 cases, 6,400 deaths under drugless methods like chiropractic. 10,000 cases, just 100 deaths. And you can go through state by state. They had stuff on Kansas and New York. I mean, it's the same thing across the board. Those that were under chiropractic care had much stronger immune systems. They were not getting these diseases, and if they did, they were much more mild. So make sure you're doing whatever you can to take care of your nervous system. But if you apply these 4 things, we don't have to live in fear. We are created perfectly. Your body was designed to fight a disease, including viruses, bacteria, all these things, because they're in us and around us all the time. So we just got to trust in our bodies. And remember, too, one of the big issues we're seeing in Italy is the healthcare system being overburdened because so many people are flocking there. I personally believe this is because of all the fear that's being projected out there. So if you do have symptoms, obviously stay home. Wait, call the hospital, call your doctor if you have concerns. We obviously don't want to not go when we need it. But we don't need to rush to the hospital every time we have a cough or a sneeze or a runny nose. That's what's going to overburden our healthcare system. That's going to lead to more deaths because of this. So do the things you need to do. Stay healthy, be safe out there, and love one another. Thanks. Have a great day.